Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abram. You know my partner, Albert Kim. Before we start, real quick, last week, Al, we were talking about the heat, and I told you Adebayo was out. It was all the depot that was out. I got about halfway to the door, and I said, okay, jackass, you made a mistake.
Better than calling a boy a girl.
Yeah, well, it could happen. They're messing us up with the names. But no, on a serious, we'll talk about it when we talk about the NBA. Stick in Miami. It seems like whoever's got the jersey on plays.
Yes.
Hey, you said something to me the other day. We were talking about something else. Boy, there are odds. If you think they can do it,
I know they can
their
do it.
odds are tremendous.
One would think they can't. Is there a team out there you're looking at watching
No,
right now?
the Celtics look like a clown college.
They can lose.
They'll beat the Sixers, and you'll think, okay, form's coming. Like yesterday. We'll get it, but just real quick. You can't not get a shot. Now, you tell me the sixth grade team at St. Rose and Lyman didn't get a shot off, I'm fine. And this dope on Twitter, one of these basketball experts,
Oh, no.
he says they're about not calling timeout. I said, what's the difference? Tatum would have had the ball, whether they call it. He didn't give it up in time.
He's the culprit.
He is in that case.
He's the culprit. He is all the time. Though.
Either shoot it or give it up.
Yeah.
That poor Smart, he got it. It was...
Had to shoot it.
Double O. Hey, one thing we know for sure, we could set our clock. We spring forward, and then YSU wins the Horizon track title. Could we about do that?
Yeah, we do. This time of year, we're so happy in this area to announce another boys and girls track programs win the Horizon League championships. Congratulations, men and women. The men dominated, 252 team points. The women outlasted Milwaukee 203 to 189. Geneva Bowers, Bowers. What a runner from Youngstown East, winning both the 100 and the 200, second year in a row.
That's fast.
We covered her at East. We know how great she was.
Yeah, she could motor.
Yeah, and she's also the anchor, or part of the world of the Horizon League record 4x1 relay. It also has Kindia Matlock in the leg, who came home in third in the 100 and second in the 200. So there's some speed coming out of East High. The men we covered, Dominic Perry, here many times, two-time state champion at Crestview. He won his third consecutive Horizon League championship in the shot put. Local kids making do in this area. When I was writing this up, George, I thought about how Trestle succeeded doing the same thing.
We've talked about that. Those days are gone in football. With the North Dakota states, the South Dakota states, and Northern Iowas, you can't just recruit the Youngstown area.
And there's not as many great players as there were because of the population.
I was telling someone that the other day, used to be you could get enough out of Mooney and Ursuline
just
to have a base.
Oh, yeah. No question about it. It's not like that anymore.
No.
But in track and field, it is.
Yes.
You're landing the best kids who are winning gold medals. Now, you can't win silvers and bronze and win it, but they're winning gold medals and racking up the points for the YSU. And then you go out and get some other great kids like Morgan Cole, and all of a sudden Ryan Henry and Zach Gray. You get these points adding up, and you get championships. Congratulations to YSU's track and field. Also, congratulations to Salem's quarterback, Jackson Johnson. We followed him this year also. 11 school records, George. That tells you right there that he's great. But sometimes
10,000 yards.
Sometimes these yards and records we talk about on the show, they're overhyped because it could be weak competition. It could be a variety of reasons. Well, this is real because he's going to Division I. And when you go to Tulsa, who's on TV every weekend. George sees them more than I, but George sees them. They always have a great quarterback.
You know what, too? Anytime you go there, you better hope you weren't messing around tonight. You're getting beat. That league, you've got the powerhouses. You've got Cincinnati. You've got Houston. You've got Tulane now.
Right.
But don't fall asleep on these guys on the road.
Never.
You're getting beat.
Yeah, their program's well documented also.
Yeah.
I like Jackson Johnson because he can run and pass. And
that's the key today.
Wow, is that amazing quarterback play in college football when you can run and pass. He'll be the guy. I can't wait to see him play on TV. For another thing that happened in football, Mooney has to be saying, what? we've covered them. They're not the dominant team they were. Now, they were at one time
They could have played.
state champion, any division. But they got moved up this year and moved up to Division 4 from 5. And yes,
So
they
you're
were.
moving up and going backwards in
My
Ohio.
numbers behind,
People have
yes.
to remember that.
I have to remember it, too.
In PA, you go from one small
The other
6
way,
big.
yes.
In Ohio, it's 7 small 1 big.
Right, and I always have to talk to myself when we come on the show, saying, remember this, Campman, remember this. They did go 3 rounds in the playoffs last year, which really helped their program get back on the base. But Mooney going 5 is a big thing. He gets and going 4 is tough. I mean, because you get now much better competition. That's the way it works.
Absolutely. The small schools, generally the privates can knock that out, the smalls, because they have such an advantage.
Warren JFK is one of those local.
Yeah, but
That's
if
just
you
one
get,
of them.
you get bigger, you get up into D2
Oh,
and
geez.
D1. Now you're talking about the Columbuses, the Cincinnatis,
Yes.
the Clevelands. You have to have some players.
Major players.
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay, now NBA. Let's get this thing rolling. These series, I'm looking and I'm thinking, I don't know, Golden State, LA. It's going to be a barn burner. They're playing Game 4 as we're speaking. If you look and you say, well, Golden State can't win in a road, but I'd be careful before I did that.
Oh, Golden State could win it. You've seen them do it.
Yeah, but not much.
But in the playoffs, not regular season. They didn't care. They do. Let's put it this way: they cared just a little bit. But they went into Sacramento, and won the biggest game they had to win, and they didn't win it easily. They trounced them. So they'll be ready to play the Lakers
I
tonight.
left the house that day. They were behind at halftime. I figured this is going to be good. I'm going to go grab a sandwich, come back. I get in the car. The guy says, well, this one's out of hand. I said, oh, I got it.
You thought you had Sacramento?
No, I didn't have anything. No.
Yeah, I truly believe the Lakers are better, though. We'll see if they can win in L.A. We know how good Anthony Davis is.
What's been the theme for 16, 17 years here? The subs play better at home.
Yes, they
The
do.
lefty come in Saturday night and just hit bucket after bucket after bucket. For
Yeah,
the
they
Lakers.
do. They do.
They get it.
That's not changing.
They get on the road, and I don't know if it's someone ought to study.
Investigate it, huh?
Yeah, because we've noticed. Okay, now here's the ironic thing. Every other game a blowout. Now, how's the Tin Man going to play? That's the key.
It's always the key. Yeah, it's always the key. He's such a good player, and when he plays on the offensive end, now he's been playing defense all the whole time.
Yeah.
But offensively, he sometimes just falls out.
Albert, he blocked that one shot one night. I swear to you, it must have been the angle. I swear to
4 feet above the rim.
Albert, it was at least a foot and a half. He
Yeah.
came off the middle, and the guy was going in on the right, where he gets that angle as he gets it. The question is it on the way down? And it's always a question because of how high he goes up.
Right.
And
These referees are really good at that. They've refereed so many games.
Okay, let's jump the other way.
Powerful.
Let me tell you what they ought to do away with. You know what I'm going to say.
The jump ball.
They're not big enough.
Yeah, it's hard to throw that jump ball.
The other 2-point game the other night, guy holds down Jokic's shoulder and jumps.
It's hard to throw that jump ball.
But my point is, they're too small.
Yeah.
And honestly, Albert, I'm not lying because I've watched goofy stuff like this. They have jump balls. See, it's alternate in college and high school, so there's only one.
Right.
Oh, and there could be 3.
Uh-huh.
Never once do they let that ball get up. They dare them.
They get on the way up.
and they don't call it.
Yeah, I know they do.
So there's no reason.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Here's the one. Philly, Boston. Once again, the every other thing. Harden, game 1, fabulous. Game 2, awful. Game 3, awful. 3 for 4. Game 4, boom.
Yeah, that's why they won. You don't know what's going to happen in that series for sure, because the team revolves around 4 guys. The series revolves around 4 guys.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was Brown and Tatum. One of them are going to fall out.
Yeah.
Or especially Harden, because Embiid seems like he puts up numbers But there are 4 stars in that series.
Let's talk again. We just touched on it in our prelude. Why is Jason Tatum passing the ball
He always does, though.
late?
He always has. It's hard to change your strikes when that's what you do. You don't late. He doesn't like to take that last shot for some reason. I don't know
Oh,
why.
he hit one yesterday.
I don't know why.
With the guy. The guy was draped on him. Matter of fact, the offensive foul. We're not calling that late.
Right.
And he drilled about a 24-footer. And I'm like,
Oh, he's capable.
Okay, now we have to talk about strategy.
He's capable.
We have to talk about strategy. When you and I played, that was so far ago. Albert, 2-point game. Embiid has the ball. Why would you double off of them on the only guy in the court that can beat you with a 3?
So used
Give
to
them
doing
the
it.
2.
They're so used to doing it.
Give
I
them
know.
the 2.
I would too. I know that.
Then you got the ball. What if I said
got the
to
ball
you,
in overtime.
I said, Al, you've got the ball for the last shot.
Yeah.
Would you take it?
Yeah, I know.
And I saw the same thing years back in that Virginia-Texas Tech game. And I know this coach, before he choked his
Right.
girlfriend, he was supposed to be, and I want to know, I'd love to ask him, Coach, you've got an NBA player in the corner, which Harden's an NBA All-Star.
Right.
You're going to run off of them to double a 2 where the 3's the only thing that beats you. You ever,
I know.
what would their thinking be?
I
Because
think
you know
it
they
is.
know.
It's instinct. It's
Just you've
instinct.
helped your whole life.
Yes.
Is that
and,
what it is?
and in that game, and that play, Embiid was going to the strong,
he was-
into the middle.
Yeah.
And never thinking that he'd have enough, whatever.
Yeah, he left his feet to
that,
pass.
he, that he turned and threw it back where
absolutely.
back there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it. I mean, you don't want to do it, but it just happens. And then you know the shot's going in.
Oh, no,
Because
absolutely.
that's his night. I mean, you know.
And Brown took a run at him and got 11 feet
Pretty
in the air
close.
himself.
I know he did.
He almost touched it.
Yes, he did.
No,
That's how good those players are.
no, I'm not. I've
Yeah.
never see. I always years ago I didn't watch, and I believed in that old. They all travel and they all can't shoot. And man, have I learned that since the pandemic? I'm 3 years in. If you don't appreciate that talent, you're not really watching.
pure
Because
talent.
my buddy went out to Cleveland one day. He
Pure
said,
talent.
He says, I'm convinced now. He said, I didn't believe you. So I went out and sat in row 3. They were friends of Beeline's. And they sat in like row 4 or 5 or something. They said, my goodness. My goodness. Who was out there shooting the other day? They said he had 20-some?
Pure. The Reeves kid from
Oh,
LA.
yeah. Reeves for the Lakers.
Yes.
20-some in a row. And we're not even surprised.
Not at all.
Now, here's the thing about that Philly-Boston thing. You know, Boston, better record, But, you're looking, and all of a sudden, now Boston wins the other 2 games pretty easy. I can't tell you they won't. They seem to lay one egg out of every
They could.
series.
They could.
I mean, they're coming home. You'd think, okay, whoop it.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't say that.
No, Philadelphia's good, though, too. I mean, these are 2 good teams.
And then the other day, of course, my buddies like to jag me. They have fun with me. Maxie, I forgot he played for Kentucky too. So they send me the thing. I said, you're making me suffer. The guy only has 26 players in the league.
Yeah, they're the best. The best players in the league they're at Kentucky. The best players.
I'll kid. I don't watch college. Albert watches more. And like every once in a while, I'll see something and I'll go, hey, Al, where did he play?
Just guess Kentucky.
And if I guess Kentucky, I'm usually right.
Yeah, you are.
The
They're
best,
one and doners.
the best of all those Booker.
They come in for one
Yeah,
day.
Booker's
right.
the best of all.
Yes.
He didn't start.
He's 6-man.
We have a radio show at Al says, I know the best player in the
Draft.
I
We
said
said
who? He says, Booker. I said, well, I'm thinking to myself. I'm not saying it because I know he folded. I said, I'm thinking to myself, he didn't start, Al. Are you sure?
He's an NBA
I'm
player.
sure now.
He's an NBA player.
How about his routine?
Yeah, he's just an NBA player. That's all. He can score off the dribble, score off the shot, score. He can do anything.
Let's talk Phoenix, Denver. 2-2. A little scrum. Nothing in the audience, but in today's world, because of Facebook
Right.
and Twitter and TikTok or whatever
Right.
it is. Now, the ball goes in the stands. Not knowing this young guy's the owner. He's only worth about $20 billion.
Yeah.
So he won't give the ball back to Jokic. So Jokic goes for it. He touches Jokic. Jokic just gives him a little nudge, and he takes the charge. He's been watching him beat. And now I'm saying, the guy sent me the rule. I sent it to you highlighted.
Right.
There's a 6.8. Basically, you don't touch anybody, which is a good rule.
Right.
And these guys are giants. By the way, you start messing with the Jokic brothers, bring your lunch.
Jeez.
But anyhow, he just went like this, and of course, the guy, will they do anything?
No.
Just a fine.
100%.
Here, right?
100%.
He's going to get a fine.
Yeah, he doesn't care about a fine.
No, okay, that's what I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, 100%.
If you went by the letter, remember the year the guys come off the Phoenix bench when Ori hip checked Sting?
Yeah, I do.
Cost them the league, cost them a championship.
I remember it.
Now, Phoenix, Denver 2-2. Here's what I saw. I watch them every second. The Denver wins were easier. But Phoenix still has it in the 2 guys. They're just playing 2-on-2 now. They're bringing the ball up the last 5 minutes, and one screen after the other, they make them switch back. And then
Right,
they go.
yeah. So the NBA does.
It is. But how about those 2 one-on-one? Can you
Not hard to
imagine
stop 'em.
defending?
It's hard to
Is
stop
there a
him.
way to defend? Booker, see, he shoots as well going left. He shoots
Oh, no, he
the
shoots
pull up
anywhere.
as well as he shoots out, and he'll take it to the basket.
Right.
And then when KD is on,
There's nothing you can do. He's 7 foot.
he's up, but he's up.
Shoots right over top of you.
Yes, but the quickness between the floor, the hand, and the shot.
Add that to it.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Tell you who's a disappointment. Maybe it's because Jokic may only have 53. Maybe it's because he's so good. Ayton. He can't.
Yeah, he's just not as good as Joe.
You can't do anything with him.
No. That's just the truth of the matter.
No.
No center does anything with him.
No. Now, Tatum and Durant, they are volume scorers. What, do they need 70 the rest of the way? I would think
Yeah,
they do.
they will.
Now, let me ask you about Chris Paul. I was never a fan. I'll bow to his talent and his resume. I'm not sure they're not better when they push. He has a tendency to want to get that ball
Him
and
and
be
Harden
the
both
general.
do. Him and Harden both do.
Yeah, Harden's
do.
done that forever.
Yeah, they both
You think
do.
maybe Phoenix is better pushing?
No, they're
the ball?
not better.
Not better
But-
without him. I won't say that.
No, but better offensively pushing the ball. You're right.
Okay, that's what I wonder. The Miami series, less drama. You know, we're looking. I'm thinking, well, they're done now. Oladipo's out. Oh, they're done now. Hero's out. I'm not saying it again.
Yeah, as long as Butler's out there playing, you got your
Well,
star
they call
playing.
him Jimmy Buckets.
You got your star
That's your
playing.
grandson, Buckets.
Yeah, that's
That's
Buckets.
another Bucket.
But Hero's just he's not an all-star. He's a good player.
Yeah.
They'll replace him, and Oladipo's down the way downhill. He only plays 16 minutes, so they're making a big issue out of nothing.
So-
Miami has good players. They have
Yeah.
real good
Yeah,
players.
the guy that-
People just don't know
the
their
guy
names.
that stepped in for
Vincent and Strauss are both
Strauss-
good.
Strauss-
Yeah, they're both good. Strauss and Vincent.
Yeah,
They're
7
both-
threes the other.
Yeah, they're both good. See, so, yeah,
And then Butler, I don't know. Guy was saying the other day something funny on the radio. He said, I watch their games. He says, he doesn't take any threes in the regular season. He says, the playoffs come on, and he's hitting them all.
Yeah, he's special.
He's a gamer out.
He's a special player. He's the guy we like to coach, no question.
He's all in now. You agree he's all in?
Yeah, he's all in.
Now, we will have a good final regardless. Do we agree? Whether it's Boston or whomever versus
yeah,
Lakers.
I think it's going to be Boston. I believe
How
that.
about this? Are you thinking the Lakers could beat Denver?
Lakers will beat anybody.
Okay, you think they're going to win?
I've said on the show
Yeah.
6 weeks ago, the champ's going to be the Lakers. I said it was good. I said NBA champion Lakers. We'll see if I'm right. I put my money in my mouth was.
Yeah, you put it up. Yeah.
I just think they're the best team. You look at their team; they're loaded.
I'll tell you I don't know what those trades about 6-8 weeks ago really.
And Davis started playing.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah.
He don't play during the regular season. He doesn't care about the regular season.
No, you got a point there. No, you got.
It's the number one point in the NBA.
Yeah.
Jimmy Buckets does not care about the regular season.
How many games?
The AD does not care
They're putting a
about-
new rule in no awards if you don't play 62 games.
Well, they won't care about
But
that.
even that's only 3 out of 4. That ain't that, man. That's not that. Hey, now you agree with me, and I can tell by what you're saying. We need the hockey schedule
Yeah, that'd be great.
every other day.
That'd be great.
This next Tuesday, Saturday thing or whatever. They can't play because of Janet Jackson. No, the last time.
That's the
in
reason they come up
Atlanta-
with it?
Yep. No, it was last time Atlanta
I
was
know.
in. How about this one? The circus is there.
That's in New York. That's always every year. It's like that. Yeah.
All right, MLB. Okay, they'll lose sometime. I'm just not sure when. Tampa. I know they're going to lose, but it doesn't seem like it's when I'm watching.
Well, they haven't lost many.
No.
Their record says they're going to the World Series, and I won't go against that. Right now, with their pitching and their bullpen and the way they're hitting home runs, I would get a.
No, they're down 5-0.
I'd get a wager on Tampa
They're
Bay.
down 5-0 the other day. I thought, well, they're not, the 5-0's a lot. I think the kid from the Yankees, Cole was
pitching
on
too.
the mound.
That's the reason it's a lot.
I'm like, they don't have this one.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what? They win, 30-5?
Yeah, they lost on Saturday, a close game. And that's the last. But they win 6 and lose 1. That's
Now,
pretty good.
are they as sure, when you say you
I'm
put-
going to wager them
But
before.
what you will say, though, I mean, in baseball, it's such a strange thing to play.
Well, they can lose in a second, but the backstretch of the years of 4 teams have done this, and all 4 teams won the World Series. So I will not go against
one
that.
was the 84
I will not go.
Tigers.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah.
I remember that.
I won't go against that.
Now, the Yankees. We have a couple buddies that are Yankee fans. I'm sorry, But when you spend almost $300 million, you're not
That's
getting
what
a
puts them in the back.
sympathy card from us.
Yeah, that's what puts them on the back burner because of that. I know they got a lot of injuries,
Yeah.
but I don't feel bad if somebody spends $300 million.
Now, are you of the mind they just need to get in?
Oh, they're going to get in.
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
going to get in.
Yeah.
I don't. It's a long season. They're going. If it comes in August and they're close,
They'll
they'll pick up 2 players.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Huh.
Now, here's a team finally won Sunday, but they're just plain awful. And you said the Cardinals, you got to avoid 2 hitters, and the one guy appears to be on the back 9.
He is. Yeah. Goldschmidt carried him yesterday. He had 3 home runs.
3 homers.
Yeah, but that's what you're dependent on to try to win a game.
No, you're not gonna
They said they're on the same team. The players they have that are backup, like Contreras, they made a mistake. He couldn't hit for the Cubs. He can't. What made him think he was going to hit there? He can't.
So now they're not even
Arenado
catching him,
is
right?
on the way down. Is on the way
They
down.
benched him the other day, just made DH.
They had to.
Is he a bad catcher, too?
No, he's a good catcher. They're trying to weed him out of the lineup somehow. But they paid too much money for him.
Right.
They can't. You know, once you pay that much money for a guy,
You make your mistake.
yeah,
We
yeah.
talked about that. Pirates falling back to earth. We thought, we didn't really lose 6 or 7, but we knew they weren't in 19 and 17 either,
yeah.
right?
I was the one saying that forever. And that they were playing lousy teams, and as soon as they played somebody good, they were going to lose some games.
You know
but they
what?
get such a start that
a nice
remember.
start,
But remember, we're talking which way you looking at, George.
Yeah,
you talking about
68.
talking about your money winning money,
68,
or you talking about a lousy team?
No, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I said that they'd win somewhere between 65 and 72. I still say it.
Yeah. I'll take 72 right
That's
now.
what I said. That's what you're looking at.
Yeah, they're starting
If
to
somebody's
lose.
bragging about
Yeah.
that kind of record,
Yeah, it's
that's sad.
No, when we said it, remember we said it. Said,
Now they got 20 in the belt right away, so they could win a little more. Nobody thought they'd have a start like
We're
that.
talking about only losing 97 being good.
I know, it's sad.
It is. And you know who else is awful while we're at it when we get the checkbook out? The Mets.
Oh yeah, they're really bad.
Hey, let me ask something to think about.
Can't score.
I have to ask you, just your opinion. Obviously, we don't know for sure. We're just thinking.
That's why we think.
What? Scherzer. Now, I'm going to ask you about this. You know, gets caught cheating. Whatever. First game back, he gets blasted. Does that tell you think he might be cheating on long? Let me say.
I watch him throw.
Okay.
So I would say no.
Okay.
Because I see his stuff.
Okay.
I mean, unless he's making balls do tricks without. But no, I don't think that. I just think he's a great pitcher.
Just happened to get hit one
He's older
game.
now, though. See, I believe now, right now,
Yeah.
the guys turn anything to try to.
You start giving him that kind of money, too.
Yeah. They keep trying to stay where you were.
You're right. No, I agree with you. That's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah. One more thing, too. The AL East.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, they're all over 500.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that is good.
Everyone was sure Boston was going to stink.
That's the one that surprises. Even me.
Well, Pittsburgh swept them.
Surprised me, Boston-wise. Surprised, and they went on a run after that. Yeah, Boston.
Hot versus
I
Cleveland.
still don't think they're going to be there at the end. I'll be shocked because I don't think they have enough pitching.
Can the Orioles stay up there for me?
Yeah.
That's what we want to know.
Yeah,
NFL is free agent time now. We have a buddy that's an agent. He's on the phone 24/7. Rookie camp soon. OTA soon. Somehow this stinking league that is going to make, now I said this Saturday, I'm not sure that I even, they are going to make $25 billion per in 2025.
That's why they pay the commissioner how much?
$70 million.
Yeah, that's why I pay. That's why I pay it. That's what they think. If you can make us $25 billion,
You can have
then
$70
we'll give you
million.
$70 million.
That's a small
Yeah.
drop
Yes.
in the hat. No, it really is. Now, somehow, we know what they've done with the draft. We know what they've done with Thursday football. We know what they've done with Monday football. Haven't they made the stinking schedule announcement an event?
How about that?
They are just amazing.
Yeah, that's one I don't look at. So but the other ones I do.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't look at the schedule.
Now, I'll tell you what I
don't.
have noticed. I'm seeing Aaron Rodgers with the Knicks playing. He's out and about. Now, I'll ask you. He's used to Milwaukee calling every shot, don't ask me that, blah, blah, blah. The New York papers won't
No, they'll
fall
be
on
on
his
him.
feet.
They'll be on him.
Will he find
He'll
out?
handle it well.
Will
That's
he
his
handle
strength.
it, or you think
He'll handle it well.
Unless they don't do well.
He'll handle it. Now, yeah.
Yeah.
If his record's 7-1,
He's a smart
they
guy.
can write anything about him he wants.
smart
But
guy.
if he's 2-7,
Yeah.
he'll be coming back
He'll
at
be
him.
wearing disguises
Yeah.
and stuff. Amazing. The Giants, still no extension with Saquon.
Well, they gave Jones the money. It's hard to
You
get.
can't give them all, right?
Yeah, you can't. That's. I know the fans would say, pay him.
Yeah, pay him.
Then you have no offensive
You know
line.
who does that in Pittsburgh? That one guy on there, where he goes, they ought to pay him. And the guy goes, well, you're generous with someone else's money. I'm generous too with your money.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
They'll have no offensive lineman. They pay him what he wants.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Now, how about this? I just happened to come across this. The guys that bought the Redskins, the Commanders, Magic is like the 7th richest guy worth almost. Oh, he's worth $800 million.
So they have some cash too, huh?
They're not running out of money anytime soon.
None of us in this room are going to see that, huh?
No. That's like one day the guy goes,
Add us up all together.
the guy said this to me. We were talking. He said he only makes a minimum. I said, yeah, it's $1 million. How many guys in your block made
None.
None of my block.
Zero.
Zero. Yeah. NCAA football. Spring games are over. Here comes the portal.
Yes.
The portal will decide next year's champ.
The portal's everything, but I saw something that because I think portal's everything. But number 1 recruiting class right now blew my mind. Michigan, not Georgia and not Alabama, who's every year.
Yeah, it's either Alabama.
And Ohio State.
Georgia, Ohio State.
Michigan is number 1. That tells you that Harbaugh does have them turned around
Remember
completely.
what I told you that day?
Turned around
Remember
completely.
I told you that my favorite bet, their quarterback 30-1 for
Has a
the
chance.
Huskies, because they're going to run the tape. They're favorite all 12 games.
Yes, they are.
They're favorite at Penn State, which could change. But right now, they're favorite.
And they should
12
be.
games.
That's how good they're going to be.
No, I agree 1,000. Mass exodus at Colorado. They're saying it's going to work out. 60 guys left. I want to see it with my own eyes because I just think he's running. He's just running his mouth too much. Let's see what
It'll
happens.
be hard. It'll be hard for them to play together early. I think it'll work out if he can continue to bring in players every year. Then 2-3 years down the road, they'll really pay.
Now, how about they lose Southern Cal and UCLA? That won't hurt them.
No, that'll help him a lot.
One more year, right?
Yeah, that'll really help him.
Now, I have to get after him. He was so upset no HBCU players were drafted. He was so upset he went to Colorado for the money. So I don't want to hear anything.
Yeah, see, that's where you get caught talking
Yeah.
out of your mouth, you know.
Yeah, both sides.
Both sides.
Yeah. But he speak with forked tongue, you know.
Yeah, you can't complain about
No.
one thing and then leave. They go run
Leave
off.
for the money.
Yes.
He left for the money,
Right.
clearly.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, be careful next fall when you're going college football. They're using the NFL clock. No more 4.5-hour games. I did a game one day. They kicked off at 1:30. I get out of the booth at 6:15. They're running a play every 12 seconds, and the clock stops for first downs.
Yeah.
Clock stops for no longer.
Yeah, when the clock stopped for first downs or incomplete passes,
You were there
it was a
for it?
long game. But right now, they're not stopping the clock for first downs.
So it's a pro game.
So we're going to see.
basically.
It's going to turn into a pro
2
game.
minutes, I think, both
Yeah.
houses will make it. NCAA hoops. You know, I see the Michigan Center end up in Kansas, and I only have one thought. You know what's in my mind? Dollar sign.
We even said it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he said
You
it.
said what? Something about,
Yeah, he said, I'll go where whoever gives him the most money. And Kansas gave him the most money.
and you know how my mind works. If they beat out Kentucky,
How much
what
money
did
they
give
get.
them?
Yeah, I thought the same thing, George.
Did you really?
Yeah, the Kentucky always has the gold mine of money down there.
Yeah.
And Kansas gave more. So Self has everything going there.
Well, in
No question.
hoops, how are conferences like the NEC, St. Francis, Farley, Dickinson, St. Francis, New York, Wagner,
league?
how do they stay alive?
They won't.
They won't.
They won't. No, they won't. They'll be Division
I
III.
saw a thing
I don't know what
today.
they're going to do.
I sent it to you. The amount of money, Louisiana State football, $53 million profit. 2 profitable sports down here about 11th. The national champ women's basketball team minus $3 million.
Yeah, that's people know that who carries the load.
Okay, last 30 seconds. NASCAR. I don't know why I put my $10 every Sunday, but I'm sure never right. I keep trying.
Well, this week was really brutal
Oh,
because there was fights
they have a different
afterwards.
winner every week.
There was fights afterwards
There you
because
go.
people were bumping cars going down the line. Yeah.
Hey, thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. We'll see you next week.